Max Verstappen is fast becoming a household name after winning his first Drivers' Championship last season. From becoming the youngest driver in F1 history, to spending 11 hours playing FIFA, to dating his ex-teammate's girlfriend, to not having a driver's license. There are so many things that you probably don't know about the current F1 champion. That's why in this episode will be a rundown of some exclusive little-known facts about Red Bull's driver. Number 10. He's from a family of racers. The young Formula 1 driver hails from a strong family of racers. His father, Jos Verstappen, was a former F1 driver with 2 podium finishes in his career, while his mother, Sophie Kumpen, was also a former go-karter, who won the Formula A karting championship in 1995. During her racing days, she competed against the likes of Jenson Button and Nick Heidfeld, Jarno Trulli and Giancarlo Fisichella, who were all former F1 drivers. His uncle, Anthony Kumpen, is also a 2-time NASCAR Whelen Euro Series champion and jointly held the record for most 24 hours of Zoldar wins with 6. So it's evident that racing has always been in Max Verstappen's blood. In an interview with Max's father, Jos Verstappen had mentioned that Max had been groomed for racing since he was barely 2 years old. Max was 4.5 when I first stuck him in a go-kart. It wasn't that nerve-wracking, as when he was 2, he was driving a quad bike, so he had experience with speed and how to steer. He'd done quite a lot of things before I put him in a go-kart, Jos Verstappen said. So with regard to Max's success in motorsport, his family, and most especially his father Jos Verstappen, have played a major role. He was introduced to go-kart at an early age, and at the age of 7, he was already competing with go-karters that were as old as 11, and despite the age difference, he won his first race at the age of 7. At 9 years of age, he was already a champion in Belgium and Netherlands, and in 2013, he became the youngest ever driver to win the highest karting category in World Championship. In summary, his career has spiraled from go-karting to Formula 3 and then Formula 1, and he has his family to thank for his successes so far. Number 9. He was already competing in F1 before he got a driving license. Competing at the 2015 Australian Grand Prix at the age of 17 years and 166 days, Verstappen didn't have a driver's license. In fact, when he signed for the Toro Rosso team, now known as AlphaTauri, in 2014, at the age of 16, it was illegal for him to drive in Belgium at the time. He, however, eventually got his driving license on his 18th birthday, after he already raced in Formula 1 for more than a season, meaning the Dutchman got his driver's license before the Verstappen rule. The Verstappen rule was a rule enforced by the FIA in 2015 because of Max Verstappen, as the FIA raised the age limit for a driver to make their debut to 18, in response to complaints about the way the young Verstappen moved under braking to defend his position on several occasions. The rule means that the Dutchman will remain the youngest driver to debut in F1 history, and probably the last to race in F1 without a driver's license. Number 8. He was born in Belgium, but competes in Formula 1 with a Dutch license. Max Verstappen was born in Hasselt, Belgium, to a Dutch father and Belgian mother, and resided in Brie, Belgium for a while. Also, he was raised in Maasick, a Belgian town at the Dutch border, and even travels with a Belgian passport. But he decided to race with a Dutch racing license because he feels more Dutch. The reason being that he spent more time with his father because of his karting activities, and as a result, he's always among the Dutch. So he chose to race under the Dutch flag. In an interview in 2014, Max said, "I've lived in Belgium all my life, but I feel more Dutch. Because of all the karting, I spent more time with my father than with my mother." Later in 2015, Max further explained why he said he feels more Dutch. "I only stayed in Belgium at night because I traveled to the Netherlands during the day to see my friends. That's how I feel since I was raised as a Dutch person, and that's how I feel." At the 2021 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, he became the first Dutch driver to win the Formula 1 World Championship. Number 7. He loves video games. The Red Bull driver is known to be a relentless video gamer and has oftentimes decided to pass time playing FIFA or Call of Duty on his PlayStation during racing weekends. According to the FIFA FootWiz statistics site, Max Verstappen, whose online gamer tag is CRGBoy007, is one of the best FIFA players in the world, as he ranked 21st in the world in the FIFA Ultimate Team game mode in January 2019. Also, he has a Twitch channel and has played with McLaren driver Lando Norris, who's also a big gamer. He, however, beat Norris in all 3 games they played against each other. His love for FIFA was revealed by Red Bull Racing Team principal Christian Horner at the 2021 US Grand Prix, when he told reporters that Verstappen racked up 14 hours of gaming during the 2021 US GP weekend. There's probably quite a lot you don't know about Max. He's probably done about 14 hours of FIFA football this weekend while he's been here, Horner said. Number 6. Why did he change his car number to 1 from 33? At the beginning of the 2022 season, Max Verstappen decided to change his racing car number from 33 to 1, leaving many F1 fans perplexed as to why he would do that. He later revealed that he wishes to defend his maiden Formula 1 world title with the new race number because it is the best number out there for him. Number 1 is the best number out there, so for me, it was very straightforward to pick the number 1, and hopefully number 33 doesn't come back next year, Verstappen said. Max Verstappen using the number 1 in the 2022 season is the first time since 2014 that we've seen a world champion use the number in Formula 1. The last person was Sebastian Vettel, and he chose to have the number 1 on his car after his 4th consecutive championship win in 2013. Number 5. Max Verstappen skipped Formula 2. Since its creation in 2005, the Formula 2 Championship has been a stepping stone to Formula 1, and is said to be a competition that provides an opportunity to discover and prepare drivers for the Formula 1 Championship. However, not many notable drivers in F1 in recent times have made the leap to F1 from F2. Examples include Sebastian Vettel, Carlos Sainz Jr., Daniel Ricciardo, and Valtteri Bottas, to name a few. But Max Verstappen was an exception. Max went directly to F1 after just one season of car racing in F3 in 2015. When he was asked if he missed much from skipping the F2, the 34th Formula 1 world champion said, "I've always made quite big steps in my life in terms of racing series, or even in go-karting. In terms of speed, I didn't need to do a year in GP2 or whatever. It's just the experience you miss a little bit." Number 4, his relationship with Kelly Piquet. Max Verstappen's personal life is no secret, and he's been referred to as F1's playboy early in his career. The Dutchman is presently dating Brazilian model Kelly Piquet after he parted ways with his former German girlfriend Dilara Sanek. Kelly Piquet is the daughter of 3-time world champion Nelson Piquet, who's regarded as one of the greatest racers of all time in motorsport. The pair got together after Kelly Piquet ended things with former Red Bull driver Daniel Kvyat, with whom she has a child. For more context, Max Verstappen's career at Red Bull started after he replaced Daniel Kvyat for the 2016 Spanish Grand Prix onwards. So in a series of bad luck, Max Verstappen didn't just take the Russian seat, he also took his girlfriend. Number 3, he's broken several youngest drivers' records. Apart from being the youngest driver in Formula 1 history, Max Verstappen in his early days in F1 has broken and set several records. After Daniel Kvyat was replaced by Max Verstappen at the 2016 Spanish Grand Prix, the young Red Bull driver went on to win the race and became the youngest driver to do such at the age of 18 years old and 228 days old, surpassing 4-time championship winner Sebastian Vettel's record. He's also the youngest driver to score a point after he finished 7th at the 2015 Malaysian Grand Prix. Other records include the youngest driver to lead a lap and the youngest driver to have the fastest lap in Formula 1 history. Number 2, his car collections include cars from rivals. Formula 1 drivers are never one to shy away from speed, whether on the circuit or off the track. So it's normal to see them own not just luxurious cars, but fast ones to satisfy their need for speed. Max Verstappen is no exception, given that the Dutch driver has various cars in his garage, ranging from British, German, and Italian makers. Over the years, he's proven to be a lover of Aston Martin, as he's been seen with various versions from the Aston Martin DB11 to Aston Martin Vantage to the Aston Martin Valkyrie. Also, he's had some Ferraris in his garage, like Ferrari Monza SP2 and the Ferrari 488 Pista. Other cars in his garage include a Porsche 911 GTE RS and Renault RS01. Number 1, Max Verstappen owns a private jet. With an annual salary of $25 million, Max Verstappen is the second highest paid Formula 1 driver in 2022, so he could afford just any luxurious mobile vehicle he wishes to have. Max Verstappen is said to be a proud owner of the Dassault Falcon 900EX, a private jet he bought from billionaire businessman Richard Branson. The French-made Falcon 900EX is said to have cost the Dutch driver between $7 million and $9 million. And the maintenance of the private jet costs at least $1 million annually. However, given his love for fast cars, he's not one to give in to excess, so he often takes the private jet to various cities of the world where the Grand Prix is being held.